What is up, guys and girls? Welcome to another episode of the Nonstop Review. I'm your host, as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everybody.
It's not just another episode of the Nonstop Review, it's the final episode of quote-unquote regular Season 5 Steven Universe.
Yeah, the only thing we've got after this is, well, the movie and then Future. And the movie basically being the pilot for Future.
I'll have to take your word on that one. For now, Rick, people already know, but what are we doing?
We're doing Steven Universe Season 5, Episodes 29 to 32. Change your mind. So these are all going to be back-to-back. Joining us at home, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Well, we're watching it as it was released, and it was released as one big episode, even though it takes up 4 episodes in the release list, according to the wiki.
Yep.
This is the last time we're going to hear this theme, Rick.
Yeah, I was thinking that, yeah. So last time you see that without, going back and viewing it otherwise.
That was a sinister sting of the fucking soundbite.
Mm.
The amount of animation directors on this episode compared to usual.
Oh, yes. The episode that they cared the most about because it was their final hurrah.
Man, Pink Diamond's outfit does not look flattering on Steven.
No, it doesn't.
Where is Connie?
Yeah, I think this is his first realization.
What? What the fuck? Have we seen these creatures before?
I don't know what this gummy worm is, no.
But no, Steven.
More likely it knows Pink.
Oh, okay. Again. I don't like that. I know that they're doing it on purpose to be unsettling, but, like, Steven's voice coming out of Pink's body is very unnerving.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole idea of this is this the memory of when the same conversation happened with between Blue and Pink, or is this a conversation between Blue and Steven right now?
I think it's becoming more apparent that it's that this is a flashback, but yeah, I get you. Fucking hell. That is some trippy shit for a kid's cartoon. Okay.
Oh, there's Connie.
So our telling point or focal point to tell us that we're in reality is if Connie's here or not.
Yeah. Deja Blue.
That is kind of what's going on, isn't it? Just a bit more melodramatic.
Yeah, just go to baby jail. Yeah, Blue Diamond being soft mum.
He's half gem. It's really unclear how much he needs this shit.
Hmm.
I don't think it has, though, has it, really? Because Pink, by all accounts, was kind of like this anyway. She just kowtowed a bit easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she played the part until she couldn't do it anymore.
I can't take Steven seriously in this outfit. He looks so silly.
Yeah.
Is it an allegory when they're smacking you in the face with it? Like it's you can't even call it an allegory because they're just straight up doing the thing.
Yeah, it's not subtext if it's just text.
Or is it J.R.R. Tolkien's subtext is for pussies?
Yeah.
Well, Blue didn't took a surprisingly little amount of convincing.
Yeah. Because they just slapped her in the face with what she was actually doing.
True. Okay, that's adorable, but I can't help but be like, wow, they got a free fucking titty ride.
Yeah, they did.
Man, if she's grossed out by eating, can you imagine her reaction to her first fart? Fucking Pink's legs.
To not be amused by the legs squaring up.
Wow, they got a really fucking strong assist just by having Blue Diamond on their side.
Yeah, they do.
And then there's this bitch. Oh.
Now there's your gender identity allegory there again.
Yellow Diamond does have a point. However, Connie was just said what I was thinking of. Hey, you know, maybe your rules are fucking stupid then.
Yeah. Don't bend the rules for one person. End the rules for everyone.
Oh, Blue's not fucking round, is she?
Nah, she's ready to throw hands.
Fucking hell. Okay, listen, seriously, how much do you freak out if you're a fucking resident of Homeworld and you see two of your rulers having a fucking massive kaiju fight in the court?
Yeah, like your actual two gods are just they just burst out of a fucking tower having a fisticuffs.
Wow, I actually got a fucking shiver then.
Hmm.
The fuck is this Palpatine shit?
Sad Palpatine as well.
I'm sorry, it was just such a serious moment and I was starting to feel emotions and then it's like, suffer!
Yeah. Literal sister steaming.
Yeah, okay.
I do like that quote though.
I like that quote because it's literally echo. It's a fun way of saying one of my favourite sayings, which is, if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing poorly.
Hmm.
Which some people misinterpret in that If you try and do everything perfectly, you will suffer. Case in point.
Yeah.
Oh no. I
Yes,
do.
you are.
I
Terrible day for rain.
I do appreciate how they draw regular tears differently to when it's Blues Tears, because you could tell straight away without them saying that that wasn't Blues Tears.
Yeah, because it's not like it's this welled up supernatural pool.
Look, as an aside, right? When the gems are as their gemstones, they look very tasty.
A little bit.
Not when they're drawn in detail like that. Well, Pearls kind of looks delicious because it looks like a gobstopper. But when they're zoomed out and they're not got the like actual gem detailing on them, they do just look like really tasty gummies.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucking disconcerting.
Direct intervention is necessary.
What are you going to do if we forcibly Megazord your ship so you can't use it? Oh, it don't look right without arms, does it? Look at that camel toe!
No, we don't. Yep. Someone decided to draw that. Go to your rooms.
Don't fucking mention that shit movie. Oh, right, yeah, here comes the cavalry. Yeah, we had to sit through some melon bullshit for this to be a thing. Wait, what? I wasn't expecting them to come in
they
ships.
got left on
Earth. It's funny if it wasn't so tragic. KO! Hey Rick, did you ever play with Rock'em Sock'em Robots as a child?
I didn't have any, but they always looked fun.
They weren't. They were absolutely shit. They didn't work. But
oh yeah,
as a child, they were fun.
Like they look fun in Toy Story 2.
That's fair. Did he literally just say gasp?
Yes, he did.
Like, this is basically the Green Ranger coming to the rescue, right?
Yeah.
The Green Ranger coming and fucking, I don't know, Ryu.
I do love Paradox little cam and sunglasses, though.
They're actually quite important for pretty much anyone who has them.
Oh, yes. Like, it's the whole reason that humans have dominance over tools.
It's also why we can throw quite accurately.
The opposable thumb.
Well, the thumb and the wrist gives us a bit of an advantage over apes in that. Why the fuck am I saying? We're watching Steven Universe. Don't worry about it. Connie being really well used in this scene. I really don't like them eyes on that robot.
You're not meant to. Connie spinning facts and reminding us the point of Priyanka.
Yeah. She's not just a MILF for fan art.
Yeah, she's training wheels for saving the universe.
This is a weird fucking fight scene.
It is a bit.
Are they really going to do a stop hitting yourself in a moment? Because I feel like it's building up to it.
Now say ah.
That is the only place they can enter through, right? Well,
They might actually go in through one of the eyeball holes, but yeah.
Oh, that's more uncomfortable than what I was going to suggest. Because I was going to say, they drew that camel toe, it might have been for a reason.
They've already got an access to the legs, though, so...
Don't like that. That fucking stare, it's so horrible.
Mm.
We're not talking because this is quite a serious moment.
Yeah.
I like how everyone's got sad faces, but Lapis is like, fuck this, I'll throw hands.
Yep.
I didn't notice it before, but I like how Blue Diamond's hair looks like a bit of a headscarf, while Yellow's looks like a gladiatorial helm.
Yep. Oh!
Oh, you bitch! That's fucking horrible.
Mm-hmm. It's the good old Leia Pearl pose. Yeah, so now she's got control of the arms as well.
Makes sense. Oh, well, that's not good. Okay, I'm glad Stephen acknowledged that was a worthy enough thing to start falling for.
Yeah, because he can float, so he's...
No, but
he's got the ability to not die.
But fuck that, he's going to use his shield like Legolas in that one scene.
Yeah.
I think one of my favourite fucking things I ever read was, my favourite part of the Lord of the Rings book is when J.R.R. Tolkien wrote, and then Legolas slid down the stairs riding a shield like a sick badass.
Sick shield kickflip.
Wait, what? Was that always a thing that could happen?
Apparently so.
If this was a slightly more adult show, it would have been, you beautiful bastard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Fucking magnificent, Stephen.
And here we get the only male fusion.
I'm just hearing Yondu calling himself Mary Poppins.
Yep. Yeah, so we already had Rainbow Quartz with Pink Diamond. or rather, with rose quartz.
Yeah. Wait, have we not seen this before then?
We've seen rainbow quartz before, but only as pearl plus pearl plus rose.
The reason why I was asking is because I've seen Rainbow Quartz 2.0 before, so I knew they existed.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So Pearl's all happy that they fused, so yeah, that must have been the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And you've already spoiled what happens here, so... You said they make sunstone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the end of episode 1.
Episode 2, probably, because we're on 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
No, we had a cut earlier. It just wasn't as obvious as that cut, so therefore I didn't bring it up. I don't like the 2 big buff arms and the 1 scrawny set. That looks odd.
Mm-hmm.
She talks very much like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Don't think I don't notice the fucking disco-esque beat in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, title drop almost. So it's Sunstone's gimmick that she can break the fucking 4th wall.
Well, it's more that she behaves more like a public service announcement cartoon.
Sure. What she says is technically correct, however, I can guarantee you every adult you meet in your life will not fucking help you with bullies.
Nope.
Some of them might want to help, but there's very little they can do. Because you're not allowed to beat the shit out of children.
I think the only way to actually get help with a bully is to have a sibling who actually cares about you.
Well, even then. I swear they've done this at least once before, haven't they?
Technically, yes, and you'll find out why once they do it.
They've got to do a special fusion dance if they're doing a 4-way, okay.
Yeah, just Steven just does the monkey in the direction of everyone else.
It's fucking Megazord shit. Oh yeah, in case you forgot, yeah, this is technically 5 gems.
Yep.
Look at us doing some Vishnu shit. Wait, no, Vishnu, Shiva.
Yeah.
It's kind of
the extra arms on Vishnu.
It's kind of impressive that they managed to incorporate. Okay, that was good. That made me chuckle. It's kind of impressive how they managed to incorporate so many design elements into one big fusion.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, now we find out that the reason the temple is shaped like that is because that's what they look like when they're all fused together.
Everyone's getting upgrades! This fucking Silver Surfer shit with Peridot is really amusing.
I love how it's just a bin lid as well.
Yeah. Is she going to get poofed again immediately?
Almost certainly.
Well, the last time she went on one of these rants, she got done in immediately. It was funny then.
Yes.
But...
the only reason it won't be funny now is because she's carrying Connie.
Yeah. I like how it's actually difficult for White Diamond to coordinate all 3 Nims on her own. Peridot's insults are shit, but they're great.
Yeah, because basically what she was saying is, come and get me, you big fucking building. But
Is she trying to metal fucking telepath her armor?
yeah, so it would seem.
Yep. Kind of proving the point that she didn't need to do that because gems are more resilient than not at all. Oh, Connie's a pro. Okay, never mind. By the by, that was still a big enough fall that would have been an issue.
I mean, so was the short sharp stop that Bismuth took.
Yeah, but they're gems. What the fuck? That is so unnecessarily metal.
Yeah. Yeah, its entire innards is like an active volcano that she can just forge a lava sword through.
Yeah, it's a smelter demon.
I do love the music for this part, though.
I suppose. It sounds very generic, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm gonna fuck your face!
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just nut the wall and they just kind of defuse. Oh yeah, it was the eyeball. It didn't look like this was, like, hollow from before, but...
Connie, may I recommend maybe getting the fuck off the giant robot that's trying to smash you? It's a very good effect they're doing by taking away all colour, because this is such a colourful cartoon otherwise.
Mm.
Okay, we're doing actual gem talk.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fucking Reaper-esque sound whenever she fucking does that.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, Amethyst, I would not be talking shit. Oh, I appreciate the effort, but damn. Is there more evil in ability than mind wipe / mind control?
Yeah, yeah, it's like, people say that necromancy's evil, but like,
That's a hollow
enchantment
husk.
is the school that actually like, you're not using your body after it's done, but you know, you were using your brain before it got wiped.
Man, they are putting some extra work in making them look as if they are legitimately puppets on strings.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a rather important thing she just said. So every time she does this, with each additional person she's taking over, she's technically becoming weaker. You wouldn't be able to perceive it, but
yeah. Mm-hmm.
this gaslighting bitch.
Yeah, doubling down on not seeing the difference between the two people.
Come to think of it, would Connie not be immune to this power?
I think she is, yeah.
It's a good thing Connie trained with Pearl.
Yes. And trained with Pearl when Pearl had her faculties.
Does explain why, like, we kind of already knew why blue and yellow were shit scared of white, but this just kind of cements it, don't it?
Yeah. It's kind of the villain talks quietly, everyone listens kind of idea. But she's in complete control of the situation without ever raising her voice.
I fucking hate that audio effect, but it's always used so effectively whenever they do it.
Mm-hmm. Squeeze him like a bean.
I'm going to word this in the most disgusting way possible, right? But how much of Stephen is Jem and how much is Greg Spunk? Because he's got at least some human DNA in him, so surely this shouldn't be as effective as it is on other gems. Boy, is that an uncomfortable fucking shot, and I can see why they did it in black and white.
Yep. Yeah, so this was something that I was not expecting in any way.
This Undertale music.
Or that, or the end of, what do you call it, the Nier raid.
Okay. I'm sorry, I appreciate that even White Diamond looks stunned as fuck. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Stephen doesn't know what to make of this, because he can see through both of them, essentially.
Stephen's all fucked up, he looks like a zombie.
Yeah. He's just had his soul ripped out.
Someone likes Dragon Ball Z. I'm sorry, that crater is iconic. You can't tell me that isn't that isn't a purposeful reference. And it's not the first one they've done.
As if it was there. Oh yeah, they've done multiple Dragon Ball Z things in the past, or just anime things in general, but Dragon Ball in particular. Like some of the fusion dances are kind of evocative.
Well, the whole concept of a
Fusion in
fusion
general.
dance, you know.
Hmm.
Get fucked, bitch. Wasn't exactly subtle before, but like just all pretense is out the window once she definitely can't get her way.
Yep.
How heavy
I
is
like how at this
Steven?
point he's not even begging White. He's just he wants his inner self to.
Oh, that was some fancy fucking animation for a second there.
Yeah, just higher frame rate.
Fuck's sake. I know it's a very serious moment and a character moment, but all I'm seeing is, I want to be a Super Saiyan! I wanna!
And there we go. I am a kid. What's your excuse?
Yep. Despite laughing at the Super Saiyan bit, I did catch it. Man, it's so easy to make Garnet look weary just by not having the glasses on.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking ruin your day.
Lap is ready to literally throw hands.
Yeah, I already knew the truth about this character, but you know.
Yeah.
That being Pink Pearl, but not Pink Pearl, but yeah, Pink Pearl.
Yeah, call back to off colours being a big deal.
Yeah. Wow, it's really, really weird how jarring it is for her personality to take such a U-turn, and yet, despite everything she's done, I already kind of want to forgive her because she's panicking so much.
Yeah.
Is that Emerald ship?
I think it was the one that Jasper took to Earth.
Oh.
Or something like it.
Hey, we got Sadie Killers.
Yeah. And sour cream.
You. Man, we were speaking about Beetlejuice not too long ago, and that kind of feels like the inspiration between Sadie's look, behind Sadie's look half the time.
Yeah.
I like how Sadie's the only one in gimmick, and everyone else is just wearing suits and being cool. So that was just a happy accident, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Fucking Ronaldo's face!
Yeah, Ronaldo's getting everything he ever wanted. It's just every fucking conspiracy theory that he has, or at least a third of them, proven true.
Oh, that's Lars's ship.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I hate this character. I know you like him, but... I like how Yellow Diamond's first instinct is to throw hands. Everyone's wants to throw hands. They're cool.
Yeah.
Alright, it's growing on me. Even though I know these two aren't going to be a thing thanks to Uncle Grandpa, I do hope they're still friendly.
Yeah, they stay friendly.
Good, good.
Yeah, with the Uncle Grandpa where the ship sinks.
To be fair, before Lars went through his character growth, I really didn't like the idea of Lars being with Sadie because Sadie deserved better.
Yeah, absolutely. And then she gets better when Lars gets better.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that, but fair enough.
Yeah, I also wasn't expecting it, but it just, like...
Makes sense.
I can't think of a better way to finish it other than with this song again.
I like how he put the inflections on the individual voices as well.
Yeah.
So what, Steven's just going to take a piss in the pool and that's going to fix everyone?
Yeah, so we were talking about gamer bathwater earlier today.
Oh no!
Recording.
No, Rick, don't ruin this for me! Look at all these wacky characters.
Yeah.
Aww. Aww. These are all very cute visuals.
Yeah. Little blush.
You know what? I think this ending scene having no dialogue is very much to its benefit.
Yeah. Like, not knowing exactly what Amethyst just said to Jasper, to disarm Jasper, it kind of, like you say, I think it adds to it rather than subtracts.
Mm-hmm. I'm hearing Finn doing a shit tune in Adventure Time. Oh, and there's the actual title drop. That was a very nice way to end the series. That last moment.
Yeah, absolutely. It could have ended with just the Crystal Gems reprise.
Yeah, it absolutely could have, but that just a reminder that fundamentally, like, this show was kind of about Steven almost coming of age, even though it's kind of not about that. It has elements of it. Like, just him chilling with his 3 lesbian space mums. That was a long episode, Rick. That really was. I enjoyed every minute, but I've got to ask, you've seen it before. I don't know what viewing you're on, but what did you think?
I think this is one of the few episodes that I have actually seen more than once, and it wasn't a perfect ending, but it was a good ending based on the fact that they knew that they had to end it within that one season. So I think they did pretty much as best as they could with what they had. So yeah, I think they did pretty well with this. I liked the Obsidian bit very much, and also the super finale of fixing all the gems with essentially no dialogue. Like, those are my favourite kind of bits. How about you? What do you reckon?
I thought it was ended pretty damn good. As far as I'm aware, like, everything's been wrapped up. I mean, I'll admit it, I like happy endings.
Yeah. It's like it's an unambiguously happy ending, really.
Everybody wins.
The only downside is also kind of the premise of the show, in that there's no rose quartz, no pink diamond, so Greg only gets the happy ending of being a single dad, which, you know, he's already kind of come to terms with.
I mean, Greg knew that was going to happen when he had Steven, did he not?
Yeah.
So, like,
but it's one of those, like, you know, it would have been like a nice, cute little happy ending if when Steven's gem got ripped out, that, you know, they could live on as separate beings. But I think it serves the plot better that they couldn't.
Oh, I honestly think that would have been terrible. I don't think that would have added anything apart from throwing a bone to Greg, which, apart from that being the benefit, the downside is now Pink's back, making Steven's identity and confusion amongst the diamonds entirely pointless.
Yeah.
Because they could have just had both and it wouldn't have been an issue.
But by the same token, it might have needed Steven to be strong enough to live on his own without Pink at that point, and it would require the entire series to have happened for that to be true.
I still just, I think that wouldn't put a downer on things. That's the wrong way of wording it. It's just...
Could make things feel like a Shaggy Dog story.
You're going to have to explain that concept to me again.
Shaggy Dog story is something that didn't need to have happened. It's just where the end result is essentially the same as the beginning.
I don't know if you could make that argument. It would certainly change things, but it's one of those where, I don't know, it adds an element of creepiness to Greg and Steven's relationship, considering that's been locked up inside him the entire time, and now it's suddenly released, and now Greg's fucking it again. Like, it would have been weird. One thing I want to dwell on is something that I knew going in was the ending involved. I knew the diamonds didn't get any quote-unquote comeuppance because the fandom does nothing but bitch about it online.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what the issue is, because, I don't know, if you've watched the season like I have had to do for the channel, wanted to do as well, but, like, I've now done it. I've watched everything from season 2 onwards, and you've done the exact same thing, including watching a bit more than I have and having prior knowledge, because this was essentially a re-watch for you. It's not in Steven. Steven has shown time and time again, revenge for revenge's sake is not a thing he has ever done. Why would he start now?
Even when it would be justified, quote unquote, like, he still doesn't revel in it. Like, he doesn't like revenge. He prefers to facilitate a face turn.
Yeah, case in point. Like, I think the best episode to point to is when he got himself bubbled with that ruby.
Yeah.
It's just like, I need to get rid of you now because you're trying to kill me, but I take no joy in this.
Yeah.
I can understand some people being frustrated that White Diamond put the entire gang through hell and essentially got no comeuppance. But again, she's having to pay penance.
Yeah, she is. Like, she's having to swallow her pride and go on a tour of Earth, finding all the gem monsters and helping them back. Not their original forms, but at least sanity.
Like, how fucked up would this show be if instead of the ending we just got and we just witnessed, it was just like Steven went full on fucking edgelord and went, no forgiveness for you, and shattered White Diamond. How fucking shit would it have been? Anyway, I feel like we're generally high on this finale, which, you know, we've been generally high on the series. I think the only time I've been legitimately annoyed and slightly angry was probably the episode before this.
Yeah. And, you know, Onion episodes.
I wasn't angry at those, I was just bored.
Yep.
Anyway, Rick, you know what time it is. I need to ask you, do you have a favourite moment?
I'm going to go, because there's essentially like multiple episodes here. So, favourite moments.
I'd rather you pick one, but go on.
Early on, it's Stephen pointing out that this isn't normal and that the family dynamic, quote unquote, that he has with Blue now, that Blue is projecting onto Stephen that she had with Pink. It's not normal, it's not healthy, and that's what essentially gets Blue to like calm down. Another favourite moment is Peridot in particular, but the B team gems just showing up as the cavalry plus Connie. Obsidian in particular, and then just at the end, the bath scene. So, yeah, how about you? Do you have a favourite moment or multiple?
My favourite moment was the first hints of the actual climax being reached in that the shades of pink on White Diamond's cheeks, and then slowly, obviously, they spread to her quote-unquote thralls, and then eventually snapped out of it. It was weird and pleasant seeing such a intimidating character suddenly become so vulnerable and cute.
Yeah, it also helped that, like, adding colour to her design made it more easy to, like, distinguish parts of her design, because part of what made her like an eldritch nebulous horror was that she was just white.
Yeah, they toned down the lighting effect for her almost immediately during that transition. But yeah, that's definitely my favourite standout moment. That being said, Rick, we need to add to our MVP board. We are going to do this just a little bit differently. There are technically four episodes, so therefore we each get 4 MVPs each. It's only right, it's only fair. That being said, I really don't want one of us to say 4 and then the other one to say 4, so instead we're going to go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, okay?
Sure.
So bear in mind we can double up. That being said, Rick, who are you giving your first MVP award to?
The first MVP award's got to go to Blue Diamond, because she was essentially more of a hero of the first part of the episode than even Steven was, because, yeah, she was ready to basically not only betray White, but also go up against Yellow, who is someone who has been supportive of her mostly, and revealing the flaws in, you know, how their relationship dynamic had been. And yeah, they ended up having a kaiju fight. So yeah, Blue Diamond gets it from me for part 1. How about you? Who's your part 1 MVP?
Again, we're not separating it. I'm not separating it into parts because that's too much effort. I'm just going to give them as I see fit. That being said, my first award does also go to Blue Diamond. She definitely deserves a nod. In the first half of the episode, she shone, pun intended. And yeah, I can't believe we had a giant fucking kaiju mud wrestling match.
Yeah.
Alright, Rick, who does award number 2 go to?
Award number 2 goes to Bismuth. Without Bismuth, we wouldn't have had one of my favourite moments, which was the reappearance of the B-Team just popping up.
Yeah, didn't they call themselves the Crystal Temps earlier in the show?
But yeah, Bismuth in particular, but also Peridot also helped in rebuilding it. But yeah, it was mostly Bismuth, obviously. And also giving Connie her new personal sword.
Every time Bismuth shows up, the gang gets upgrades.
How about you? Who's your number 2?
I'm giving it to Yellow Diamond. Like, yes, I don't think she was quite as ready and quick to turn the tide, as it were, but she was certainly a driving force. And, like, I don't think you can acknowledge Blue Diamond's importance in this episode without acknowledging the back and forth between her and Yellow and the very intense emotional revelations they had with one another.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to stop talking before I start waxing poetical wank. Rick, who's number 3 for you?
Number 3 is White Diamond. Your show is only as good as its plot, and your plot is often only as good as the antagonist. She commanded every scene that she was in until she was neutralized. We even said it during the show that, yeah, she's doing the do not raise your voice and people pay attention trick. So yeah, who's your number 3?
Yeah, the reason why I was keeping quiet is I'm actually giving my final 2 awards to White Diamond because every time she was on screen, you paid attention. Like, we haven't seen her since the beginning of the arc, really, because every other time she's shown up, she's spoken through the pearl she took over. It cannot be understated how impressive it is to go from number 1 villain in the entire galaxy to, oh, I'm sorry, little sister.
Yeah, and it also helps that I don't think until she was like properly pacified, you never saw her whole body in one shot.
I don't know about that. I'd have to rewatch.
It feels like every shot was like just a zoom in on her face or a hand or a foot. Just you never get get the full impression of how immense this character is.
I kind of get you. Whenever they did the shot of her body before she was crumpled up in a very, I'll just say it, a pathetic body posture, whenever they showed her entire scale, they would always pan up from the feet and slowly until you got the shot of her chest and up.
Yeah. Even when chest up, you don't see the comparison with things. Like, all you get to see is sometimes the comparison with like Blue and Yellow, who are still smaller than her and still massive compared to anyone else.
Yeah, well, you mentioning that, it's a trick they'd used with Blue and Yellow before now as well, because they'd always pan up from the feet to just remind you, hey, these characters are quite large.
Yes, large and in charge.
Physically imposing, as well as, the obvious symbolic imposing of shit's fucked.
Yep.
That being said, Rick, I've basically given out my final MVP. For Steven Universe Season 5, who gets the very last crowning glory moment?
Gonna be Steven himself.
I knew you were going to say it. I knew it.
Yeah, there wouldn't have been a resolution without him. There wouldn't have been a show without him. He's an important here as he has been in any other episode, possibly more so. Like, he's the one that got the regular crystal gems to reform with a jump start by fusing with their gems directly rather than as people. And yeah, got them up to the white core.
Yeah, this episode really did kind of cement the fact that, like, back in the early days, the crystal gems themselves would do the heavy lifting. And in this episode, they really didn't stand a chance without Steven in their corner. Like, the lad's grown, and not just in the character development sense, in that he's actually developed his abilities and can stand on his own 2 feet.
Yeah, it took 5 seasons, but yeah, with the entire main cast of heavy lifters all getting warped, that's when we finally see Steven come into his own as the wielder of heart.
Okay, I don't think they got Worfed. I think you're using that incorrectly, because, Worf is specifically designed to fail, whereas, the characters themselves just happened to meet a threat they couldn't face this time.
Yeah.
Worfed is a very specific set of circumstances, and I don't think it's fair to compare the crystal gems to Worf.
Well, it's one of those, like, they use Worf to show how much of a badass the threat is.
Okay, but this is literally the final threat of the show.
Yeah. Like, showing how effortless it is for her to just deal with any gem who is just a gem. She can just spread herself slightly thinner and just take control.
But anyway, I think that's the end of Season 5 for us. Well, almost. We've still got the retrospective of Season 5 to come. We'll be doing that next week, where we'll also reveal not just who was the grand finale top dog of Season 5, but also the top dog of the entire 4 seasons we actually reviewed. I've been keeping track of that shit. It's a big list. So join us again next week, where we'll look back at Season 5 in retrospective. See you then, guys.
Ta-ra.